When you're tired, get some rest. When you're sad, go ahead and cry. It's okay to take a break. And one day, there will surely come a day when you'll be able to run again. It's okay. It's okay to not be okay. Hi, this is Jeet.
Hi, this is Arnav, and you're listening to Twins by Chance. Here we talk about all the random stuff. But today we have a very special episode focusing on finding light in the darkest of spaces. It's Okay to Not Be Okay is a K drama that follows the story of Ko Moon-young, played by Seo Ye-ji, who's an anti-social children's book writer. Then we have two brothers, Moon Gang-tae, played by Kim Soo-hyun, who's a psych ward caregiver, dedicating his life taking care of his autistic older brother, Moon Sang-tae, played by Oh Jung-se.
This drama follows the three main characters navigating their life through their own emotional struggles, but also supporting each other and healing together. We also get to see how the childhood traumas of the characters impact their present lives, and at the same time, shedding light on mental health struggles and the importance of seeking help and support.
Ko Moon-young is a vibrant character who not only dresses vibrantly but is a loud character from the outside, because of which she also has a reputation of being a psycho. But deep down, she has an equally dark past.
So, talking about the dark past, I'm sure all of us have some kind of dark past or some kind of troubled past.
Mm.
So this drama would be like, what should I say? So this drama can be something which might make you reminisce your past once you start watching it, or this might help you to understand why your past was like that, how it was. What do you think
Yeah,
about it?
yes. This is a very, very relatable drama. There is some or the other aspect in the drama in out of all the 16 episodes, you will find yourself relating to some
Yeah,
or the other thing in the some of the other scenes in the
yeah,
drama. It's not like okay, it's a fantasy story. I mean, yes, it is a fantasy kind of semi fantasy
fiction.
story.
Yeah,
Yeah, but it's not fully fantasy. You can totally relate to what's going on in the drama.
yes, yeah. And also, like, this drama mostly focuses on the character development. So like the three characters, the main three characters, right? So Kim Soo-hyun's character, which is Moon Gang-tae, and like Go Moon-young, who's Seo Ye-ji's character. So these characters, like, and also we shouldn't forget Moon Sang-tae's
Mm.
character, like, which is played by Oh
I think
Jung-se. So
that is one of the
yeah,
best character in all of K
yes,
dramas. The way he
absolutely.
carried that character was excellent.
Right. So yeah, the best thing which you will get to, I think we all will get to know from this drama is like, no matter how troubled you are, like, or like whatever past you have, there's always a way to like to make your character to make your own character better. And by just character, we mean like how we think and how we act. Because here, Ko Moon Young was, though she was a children's storybook writer, but it was pretty dark for her, like, but once she met Kim So-yeon's character Moon Kang-tae, so things started changing a bit.
Yeah, we can see all the past scenes they show us. We can see how dark it is and
Right,
how it is affecting them present in their present life. You know, everything in their past is affecting them their life in the present, but they are also striving to have a better future. Like in the future, they don't want to be held to their past. Like what is happening, it shouldn't be like okay, I was like this in the past and this happened, so I have to be, I'm like this now, so it will always be like this. No, you have
right,
one
right.
has the one
Right.
has the power to change that. If something is not good for yourself, you do have the power to change it. Of course, it's not. It's easier said than done, but
Yeah.
it's no miracle or rocket science that if you do try, there is a chance that you will be in a better place.
Absolutely true. And this can both done, like by if you want to like fix everything by yourself, you can do it alone. Or if you find the right person for you, that person can always help you
Yeah,
to come out of it.
that person can be anyone actually. It doesn't have to be your other half or your,
Yeah.
partner or your significant other. It can be a friend. It can
Yeah.
be a cousin or your family member. Sometimes very rarely, if I may, that your parents can also help you to
Yeah.
come out of that part,
That is true.
because not everything, whatever happens in your childhood, it's because of your parents. most people think that
Absolutely.
most people might be like, okay, in my childhood this happened because
Yeah.
my parents were like this and this and that, but no, it's not like that.
Yeah.
You go through so many things in life, you end up blaming the nearest people to you. But then again, at some point of life in the future, I think you know it very well how what kind of thing I'm
Yes.
talking about. That your parents
Yes.
can and do help you come out of that stage in your life.
Yes. And sometimes what happens is like the person who has put you through those tough times can also be the person who brings you out of it. I mean,
Yeah, yeah,
probably, yeah. I mean, it
yeah.
kind of
There is no
weird.
hard and yeah, I know there is no hard and fast rule that only one kind of person or one kind of thing can take
Hmm.
you out of your that position which you are struggling with. It
Yeah.
can be anything. It can be a book also. Some people, they have their life changed after reading a book.
Right.
So sometime it might be, yeah, anyone, it can be anything. And if you
Yeah.
say that it can be the same person who took you to that place, yeah, it's quite possible, I think.
Yeah. It happens. But yeah, like mostly it's the person who puts you into deep trouble, uh, not the person who brings you out of it. So, okay. So in this case, in this drama, which we can see, right? So Koman Young, like if we're talking about So Ye-ji's character, Koman Young.
Hmm.
So the main seed of that, like being left alone or like being not loved enough, the main planting
Abandoned.
that seed,
Hmm.
yes, planting that seed was done by her parents
Hmm.
because her mom was a bit crazy and her dad, I think he never supported them.
Yeah, he was very,
And
even though I think he was a doctor in the series, but he was still, no, no, yeah, I think so. And then he was still very, he used to stay aloof because they ended up
yeah,
constructing a
yeah,
house in the middle of a forest just to keep
exactly.
them aloof from everyone,
Yeah.
from the society, right?
Hmm,
And her
hmm.
mother was also a writer, I think a famous writer
Yeah.
in the drama.
Right, but then how she turns out, we'll get back to it later. I mean,
Yeah.
that's a very, very nice way, like which they have portrayed in this drama.
Hmm.
And yeah, so that is how it started. And also, like most other queer dramas, like we can also see the main characters having some kind of connect in the past as well.
Yeah, it's not
Where
just Common Young, even Moon Sangte and Moon Sangte, right? Even though
right,
they have their own struggles.
hmm.
Moon Sangte has literally sacrificed, even though as a child
Yeah,
he used to despise taking care of his brother.
yeah,
But at the end, he just sacrificed his life for his brother, and he just made it like he just convinced himself that this is normal for him, and he was okay with it
right,
until he met Komung Young, and they
yes,
together they could come out of that shell they were in.
exactly, yeah.
Even Moon Sangte, we
Um,
can see a very good character arc. Even though he was in the autism spectrum, we
hmm.
could like, totally see from how he was struggling to even have contact with a stranger, and then later
Right.
by the end of the series, if I may say this, he could
Hmm.
have his own time and
Exactly.
go out by himself.
Yeah. Yeah. That's when it. So it's about like if I have to like probably give a metaphor for this. So he's like the last bird who eventually learns how to fly out of the nest.
Yeah, and that
Right.
is a very
So
nicely, very beautifully put. Yeah, I agree.
yeah. So I mean, that was really nice. But yeah, like coming back to so how the thing started,
Mm.
and yeah, so Komunyong, if you see like, and the connection between Komunyong and Monkangte, because in like when they were kids, so
Yeah, even though
Monkang,
this is a very common trope in K
right,
dramas, but
exactly,
it was very beautifully laid out, especially in this drama, this specific trope that they have
right,
already met in their childhood.
hmm. Yeah, and also the flower, the same flower which they have given them all, like the bunch of flowers which Mungang
Mm.
they got for Komunyon, right? So
Mm.
it's this, and because he kind of had some feelings for her once he saved her,
Mm.
or sorry, I think it was Komunyon who
She
saved her.
saved him. Yeah.
Yeah, when he was drowning in that glacier water.
Mm.
Um, then he started feeling something for her, but again, she was antisocial, so it was pretty difficult for her to fathom all the things that was happening across her, and also she didn't have any friends,
Mm.
so it was getting difficult for her. But then again, Mumtangte was falling for her or had some kind of feelings, so he did pick up a bunch of flowers. He went to her I would say the house in the middle of
Mm.
nowhere, and then she came out. Then when he
She
gifted the
rejected
flowers to
him.
her,
Yeah.
yeah,
That
she
is because
rejected
of
him,
her
and
own all the struggle she was going through. Right.
right,
She
right,
had to do that because I think her, if I remember correctly, it was her mother who forced her to not have any friends because her mother
right,
wanted to keep her for herself only.
yeah, yeah,
She did not want to, quote unquote, share her with anyone.
right.
So that's why she had to reject him at that point.
So yes, I mean this is one more thing which you like see very minutely. So this is her breaking the cycle of dropping your own baggage on someone else.
Yeah,
Right.
because once in the present time when she is mature and an adult,
Yeah.
she
Yeah.
actively pursues Mumrangde, right?
Right.
She has like unlike any other unlike most dramas where the lead is the male lead is pursuing the female. Here
Hmm.
it's her who it's her who is like constantly
Yeah.
pursuing him, like,
Yes. Yes.
and very openly and very loudly. She
Yeah.
I would she has no regrets that whatever she was doing because she knows what she wants and she's going for it.
Yeah. Absolutely. And so that's what I would say. Like her rejecting him at that time probably was for the better.
Mm.
But yeah, I mean the way she crushed the flowers, that
Mm.
was a bit hurtful for Mumlante. But
Hurting,
I
yeah.
think yeah, but I think it was needed as well so that he could like not think about her and like move on, and because of like, and it also helped him to not have an attachment at that time, so because
Both of them.
once
It was both of them. After that incident, I think both of them became like that and kind of antisocial and not make friends and be just with themselves. Even though Mungante did have a another friend,
yeah, Nam
that
Jury.
pizza owner. Yeah.
No, that guy was different. I mean, there
No,
was
no,
one
no.
girl who liked him, right? Her name was Nam Jury in the
Yeah, but
series.
they were like that kind of friends, right? Where
Hmm.
occasionally they would talk. But this
Yeah.
guy, the other guy, the pizza guy owner, pizza restaurant owner, the guy.
Yeah.
That one, that he was a good he was good friends with both the brothers.
Right. So, and because of him also, like, I think he was kind of an anchor for Mungante to not get lost completely. Because no matter wherever Mungante was going, because Sangte had, like, whenever the season for the butterflies came in,
They
he
had to move.
always had to, they
They
had to
had to
move.
travel. Yeah.
Yes, and that was also because of what happened to their mother, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because she was brutally murdered,
Mm.
and the murderer, mm, she
Yeah,
left
that was
a sign of,
butterflies.
I don't know, the hairpin, right?
Yeah,
Kind of a hairpin.
the butterfly. Bruce
Yeah.
pen. It was a
Yes.
coat.
Okay.
Bruce pen. Butterfly pen.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, you know it better than me. What kind of pen it was. So for us, it's kind of a hairpin. For
Okay, just a pen.
yeah, it's just a pen. Okay. So yeah, that was a butterfly Bruce pen, like you said. So, yeah, and because of that, Sangte always used to be scared of butterflies,
Mm.
right? And that's why whenever season of spring came, which is
Mm.
supposed to be the happiest season,
Mm.
but for them it was always the time to move,
Mm.
to go to some place else.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, and in the drama, we mostly saw them moving to that last
Because in a
island,
way they
which,
were kind of running from the past, right? That's why they
right.
had to move at that in that season.
Yes, exactly. That's, yeah,
And
running from the
it's
past. Yes.
only when they when they confront all these fears and everything in their in their hometown,
Hmm.
it's is when they overcome all these, they stop running, and then they start pursuing what they want by
Right,
themselves.
right. So yeah, so this is again, like, this is one more thing, like you mentioned, running away from the past. So
Mm.
this is again a temporary solution, right?
Yeah,
And they
yes,
have
yes.
talked about this as well. Like, okay, you need to stop somewhere. You can't just run away from the past all the times.
Yeah, I mean, most of the cliche quotes also say tell you the same thing, that you should, face your fears head on and then overcome it. It is always easier said than done, but if you do try to, get, if if you want to get over it, and if you have the will to be done with it, then there will
Yeah.
be at least 1%, uh,
Yes.
improvement, that okay, you are stronger than before, it's better than before. Yeah, one might feel better than before also.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So yeah.
So yeah. So I mean, that's why, like, this drama, like, talks about so many mental health issues, and not just mental health issues. It's just like how we are, like, how we have our lives, like, spread out for us. Like, how we, and all the things that we always go through in life, but
It's not just
usually
one
no one
thing.
talks
It's
about.
not just one thing
Yeah.
that we have to go through or we have to struggle with. There are multiple things that comes together that defines us, and that makes us choose, or mm, do something that we might end up doing. It's not just always one thing that just happened at that moment of time. That's why I'm this and this will happen. It's not like that. It's many
Yeah.
things happen together.
Yeah.
And at the end it does define who you are, but there is always a hope that you can, if you want to, if you're not happy with yourself how it is, you can change. You can
Right.
change that if you really
Yeah.
do have the will to do that.
Absolutely. And you can always start fresh.
Always,
Like,
yeah.
even though, yeah, you're running away, but, like, even without running away, you can just start fresh and face the problems that you have been facing. Like, just stand up for yourself and face it. So that's what they have done as well. So they stopped running away um, from things and they started facing the things. Even Ko Mun Young, when you see, because she always was an antisocial, she never had friends. So that's why, to avoid that, she started pursuing Moon Gangte, right? Because for her, he was fascinating. That's why also she wanted to follow him. So, yeah, this is one more angle. And
But not just the main characters. Moon Sante, Komunyoung, and Namjoon. These are not just the main characters. Even the supporting characters. The CEO of Komunyoung's publishing uh,
yeah, it's
company,
Sangsang
right?
Isang
Lee
Publishing
Sang,
Company.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Lee
yeah,
Sang,
right,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
So even if he's not related to her, right, he still
hmm,
helps her a lot, you know.
that is
Even
true.
the
Yeah.
Yeah, and even the friend of the brothers Mongante and Mongante, the friend they have, the pizza owner guy, right?
Yeah,
Even
quite true.
even he's also like
Um,
very supportive of them. Like they have been friends a for a long
yeah,
time.
yes. So yeah, his name was Jo Jae-soo, Jo
Uh,
Jae-soo in
uh,
the drama. It's
yeah,
played by,
yes, yeah, right, judges, right.
yeah,
So,
played by Kang Gi-dong.
uh,
So
yeah.
um, so
And when we
yes,
do talk about supporting characters, the storylines of the supporting characters are also very good. Even the patients, I have to specifically mention the patients,
yeah.
the 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 person from um um what is his name? He was also Kim Ji Won's brother in Queen of Tears,
Oh yeah. I kind of forgot
right?
that guy. But yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, he has a very nice storyline. Even the other caretakers of the hospital they work in.
yeah. So yeah,
Uh,
his name was Kwon Gi-do. So
hmm.
that guy, like, played by Kwak Dong-yeon.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So yeah, yeah, true. That guy also was kind of crazy because his father was an assemblyman,
Yeah,
right? And he was always ignored
ignored.
because,
Hmm.
yeah, he was kind of like
The
brushed
youngest.
under the carpet,
Yeah. Hmm.
right?
And so
Because,
he wanted the attention.
yeah, right.
That's so
So
he was how he was. But we did see at the end of the series that he was the character arc he gets, like how he's different from what we saw in the first episode and in the last episode.
exactly, exactly, and that's again because of um, I would say Ko Mun Young's help, who
Hmm.
actually went there and broke him out of that psychiatric, and yeah, broke him out of that asylum.
Yeah, it was her way of because even in the hospital they were like kind of not understanding what he wanted, but it was Ko Moon Young uh, own personality that made it a point that even he should be able to speak out what he wants to do, and that's what I think makes her take him for a ride and let him do what he wants.
Yeah, exactly, and it worked out for him because again he faced it instead
Mm.
of being hidden. He came out and faced it, and he was able to create a mess. Probably when and that mess kind of costed his father's chair,
Mm.
right?
Yeah.
So I mean, it was justice for him because he always wanted that. So yeah, again, so Ko Mun Young has helped him and like, yeah, Kwon Ki-do.
That
And
is only, yeah, that is only just one case. There are more cases, but the guy from the army who has PTSD,
yeah,
and even he was going through a lot, and it was Mung Sante being and limited in himself. He was the one who could take care of him in the bus where he has an accident,
yeah,
not an accident but an incident, and he was the one who could take care of him, right, when he was
yeah.
having a panic attack.
Hmm.
So this is what, like, all the storyline, all these characters, their story come together to bring a whole circle of character arc for each and every character, not just
Right.
the main ones,
Yeah.
but also the supporting characters. Even the director of the hospital has a very crucial role to play, right?
Right. Right.
Because he was supporting
Yeah.
Mungante and
Hmm.
Mungsante, both of them.
Right.
Right. He was very supportive of both of them. And also, especially I have to mention Park Hingja, right? That's her name.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even she took care of Mungsante a lot, even though there was a lot of motive behind that, but
Yeah.
she had a very important role in the drama. I mean,
Yeah.
this drama is like, it has its flaws, but the way it has been, the story and the character has been laid down is very telling. You can totally understand why this is happening and why this is
Yeah.
going this way, right?
That is true. This is, I would say, this drama of like 16 episodes. It's like a sneak peek of how a life is of anyone. It had all the elements in it. If
Mm.
you see, there was thriller, there was
Yeah.
friendship, there was
Mm.
craziness, there was
Mm.
some bloodshed as well,
Yes.
right? Gore content as
Yeah.
well, and then
Mm.
there was an element of horror,
Yeah, it was very scary. I was watching them at night. I usually binge watch all these drama at night, and
right?
it was
Right.
so scary for me. I was like, okay, I need to take a breather and then continue watching. Yeah, but I think that's what made it special also, because I think
Absolutely.
it's the visualization of your fears. Those horror elements in the drama. It's
Yeah.
kind of a visualization of your fears inside. You have a lot of people have fear inside of something or the other, you know,
Yeah. Yeah.
and that those horror elements like totally brought out the fear in a visual manner.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah, I was very scared. Oh my god, some scenes were too so scary.
that
I
that
can't believe it.
that levitating scene, right?
Oh yes, exactly what was going on in my mind. That was so bad. For a second there, I think I messaged you between that scene only
Yes.
that
Yes.
why is it so scary?
True that.
I
But yeah.
I was like, why is it so scary? Are you sure this is not specifically horror drama? Only after you reassured me, no, this is, yeah, there are some elements, but it's not a horror drama. Only then I
Yeah.
continued watching because I cannot, for the life of me, watch anything horror.
Yeah. Yeah. That I know that. So that's why. Yeah. Even to be honest, even I'm not into horror stuffs because I find it pretty annoying.
Hmm.
Seeing how the characters play dumb all the times and disregarding how the
That's a totally different topic we should definitely talk about
exactly.
someday.
Yeah, right. So even I thought like, okay, is this horror? Then I saw the
But yeah,
genre.
those elements were very good. It's not like just for the sake of horror they have put some music, or scary music, or the
Yeah,
jump scares, or all those things. It
right.
was actually made sense, all those scenes. It was scary,
True.
but it actually did make sense.
Yeah, that is right. And also,
Because Komi Young, even though she is an adult,
hmm,
she still feared her mother is somewhere near her.
yeah,
You know, who's on.
yeah,
At the end, she was right. At the end, she was
yeah,
right.
she was right.
But
Yes,
yeah, but that fear she had, and going back to that same mansion, she had to go through all those things in her childhood.
yeah,
So it did obviously have an effect on her.
true. And also, one more thing which I really liked is how she came out of her mother's shadow.
Mm.
Even after growing, even after becoming an adult, right? So she always used to have the long hair because
Mm.
her mother wanted her to have the long hair.
Mm.
And then she asks Mungante to cut the hair for her.
This is also a point in her life where she is transitioning from
Right,
coming out of her. It is one of the way she expresses herself through her clothes. She
right.
was expressing that she, after cutting off her hair, that she has come out of that after of her mother's shadow.
Yeah, yeah, right. So, I mean, even though Moon Sangde didn't like the haircut, right?
But I
He was
liked
like,
it. I mean,
yeah,
it was very nice.
yes. So Sangte was like, what did you do with your hair? I liked it when it was longer. And so yeah, she was like, no, I liked it. Yeah, and she also asked Moon Gante right after the haircut was done, like, how do I look?
Hmm.
And he said, Yeppuda, or something like that, right? So which
Yeah, because he
means
was
pretty
already a
good.
fan of her, right? Because he used
Yeah.
to read her books, right? She has
Hmm.
published quite a few books, a children's book in the past, and he is a fan of her. But yeah, after these two, Moonsangte and Komungyong get together,
Right.
Moonsangte starts hating her because that scene is very funny that when they try to pull each other's hair.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, he gets jealous and and he stops. He doesn't like her anymore, even though she was his favorite author,
Yeah.
and he doesn't like her anymore.
Exactly. Yeah, and that's also because he thought like she will take his
Take
brother
away.
away from him. Yeah.
Yeah, because he has only known him with Mongante, his brother, only in his life. He only knows that he only has only one person to support him,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Only
Yes.
one person he can rely on. So he just feels that. I think it comes from insecurity that one person can belong to. Even Kom Young's mother also did the same thing that
Right. Exactly.
one person belongs to me only. I cannot share it with someone else.
Hmm.
But it's not sharing at all. A person is not an
No.
object. Like in
Yeah.
general, I'm saying,
Yes.
a person is not an object. If you share, its value wouldn't decrease.
Yeah.
It's
More
more
like
like
a candle.
you have a connection. You're having different connections with everyone. The dynamics of each person with uh, another person is different.
Hmm.
Not no two same person can have the same kind of dynamics. You know.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you
that's
remember why they were fighting? Why Sante and Komunyan fought that
yeah
funny
because
fight?
of that. Because of that toy.
Yes. So that
Because of the
toy,
childhood toy.
right. So that toy was named as Mangte, right?
Ah,
So they had Gangte, Sante, and
that is the
Mangte.
third brother.
Yes, the third brother, and Sante was because that helped Sante to get rid of his nightmares.
Hmm.
So since Komunyam was also getting nightmares, so Kante decided to give Mangte to Komunyam,
Hmm.
and
And then
that's
she decides to keep it, and
yeah,
then he doesn't like that because he also connects it with that she's also trying to take Moon something from him.
exactly. So yeah,
Hmm.
so this drama also has funny elements as well,
Yeah.
right? So like that's why to be honest, this still tops my personal favorites, like because of the amount of elements, because of how relative it is, and because of
How
uh,
relatable.
yes, how relatable it is, and also it's like uh, हर रात के बाद सुबह आती है, like every night has a day following by
Comes
it.
time
So
again. Mm.
yes, so it's like um, like people do go through a lot of trouble, a lot of shit, but eventually things become well, and yeah, this drama is a living proof of that. So
Yeah,
probably,
that's why the ending was very appropriate, where Mongsangte and Mongsangte Komungyeong, they
yeah,
get to do what they want, and Mongsangte, who was totally dependent on his brother, is
yeah,
now an independent by himself. And it's
yes,
not like somebody had to tell him like just you have to be independent. He himself realizes that
yes,
he can do it and he does it. Even though
right.
Mongsante at the end gets worried that what's going to happen to his brother.
Mungante.
Yeah, Mongsante
Hmm.
gets worried that what's going to happen to his brother. He still one has to let go of the rope. You have to let go of the support someday or the other to achieve what you really want in your life, to be
Right.
independent,
Hmm.
to break out of your shackles. And
Exactly.
that's what they did in their life.
Yeah.
All three of them
Healed.
were yeah,
We're healed, you
he
can say. Yeah.
healed because of
Yeah.
all the wounds from those shackles they were tied to
Yeah.
in their past.
That's what. So, and the best part which I liked was the reason why Sangte split paths with them is because not just because he didn't want to be a third wheel in between those two people, it's because he found his own purpose.
Yeah, that is the most important
Yeah,
thing,
it's the
I think. Yeah.
best way you can heal, right? It's a
Mm,
permanent fix when you find your
mm,
purpose in life. So he found
mm.
his purpose, even though he was autistic, but he was a really good illustrationist, right? So he used
Yes.
to, and he was approached by Komun Young's director, right? The CEO
Yeah.
of that Sang Isan publications. Like he was like, okay, do you want to
Yeah.
come over and then do you want to work for us?
Mm.
So that's the best thing which he could get.
Yeah,
Which,
everyone, all three of them, everyone had their own justified ending, and not just them. I think even Nanjuri,
yeah,
even Kwang Kido,
yeah,
even the CEO of the publishing house, everyone had
yes,
their own justified ending.
exactly. They didn't keep any uh, ends.
Loose ends.
Yes, loose ends, right? Split ends, loose ends. So yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. So this is this drama is one of the very rare drama where not rare I would say, but they it's not very you do not get easily satisfied with the ending of most dramas.
yes, yes,
Sometimes you just end up getting feeling like if we had more, if we had more. I mean, that's why the Western drama series that we watch, they have
right,
so many seasons because the cliffhangers are so intense that we want more drama,
yeah,
more seasons of that, those things. Yeah.
yes, yes,
But sometimes, okay, sometimes they pull it so long that it just loses its value. But here, whatever we see
yeah,
from the starting to the end, from episode 1 to episode 16, almost everything made sense. What was happening, why it was happening, and how they ended up where they are at the end.
yes, true that. Yeah. I mean, there's a reason why it received 8 nominations in the Baeksang Awards, right?
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah.
so yeah, and also the New York Times also mentioned that it's one of the best international shows of 2020. And
because they because they very nicely also capture the elements of
right,
mental health,
exactly.
which is not very easy for most shows or in the media,
Yeah.
any kind of media,
Yes.
cinema or drama or series or
Mm.
whatever. It's not very easy to uh, portray mental health. There will be some people who is not satisfied with what's happening, and
Right.
especially showing an autistic someone or from the autistic spectrum.
Mm.
It is said that not every autistic person is same. Everyone has different kind of characters. You
Right.
cannot just say if this person has this thing, then they behave in this manner. But this character, Moon Sang-tae, played
Mm-hmm.
by Oh Jung-se,
Yeah.
was like applauded. I think he also won the Baeksang for the best supporting actor.
Yes, he did. Yeah.
Yeah. So because he portrayed that character so well that he, no one could complain ki no,
Absolutely.
autistic people cannot do
Yeah.
not act like that,
Yeah. Yeah.
this
Yeah.
that, because that's why they call it a spectrum, right?
Yeah.
Because you do not know what happens and
Exactly.
how one
Yeah.
might be.
Yes.
But he played the character so well, and it did not feel like a caricature or a mockery of some mental health. It felt like, okay, it was
Yes.
actually showing the struggles, and the actor, the way he portrayed it, he actually showed the inner struggles. I mean, I could see the inner struggles and what he wants to do, what he was doing, what was happening. it was
Yeah.
it was like visible. There was
Yes.
no, I couldn't see a fault that, okay, this is becoming cringy, you know?
Yeah. You know what I felt like? I felt like, okay, is this guy actually autistic? That's the kind of feeling which
If,
I know he's not.
yeah, if I hadn't watched Touch Your Heart before,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I really, that I love that character so much, the
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
CEO,
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
also played the CEO in that drama.
Yeah.
I wouldn't believe, I swear I wouldn't believe.
Absolutely. For me,
Like, it
that's
was
what
played
was
so
happened.
nicely.
For me, I watched Touch Your Heart after I watched It's Okay to Not Be Okay, right?
Hmm.
So for me, it was like it was a breath of fresh air. Like, okay, I totally forgot that this guy is not an autistic guy,
Yeah.
and he was playing a character which he just nailed it. So yeah, I mean, absolutely, he had to get that award.
Yeah.
Okay, and let's not forget
Seriously.
about one thing. So let's not forget about the amazing OST, the
Oh my
soundtracks.
God, why?
I still listen to
Yeah,
it,
we
to
almost
be
forgot.
very
Yeah.
honest. And
Hmm.
I'll tell you a story about how the OST helped me come out of my own anxiety and depression.
Hmm.
So there's a song called "In Silence," sang by
Hmm.
Janet Su, right? So in
Hmm.
silence, no one answers.
Hmm.
So
Oh
I
yeah, I
mean,
know that song. It's a very nice song. Yeah.
yeah, it's a very calming song. So
Hmm.
it used to calm myself down
Hmm.
whenever I used to get those like frequent panic attacks or anything. I
Hmm.
used to listen to this song,
Hmm.
uh, and it used to be kind of my meditating song. Okay,
Hmm.
meditation song. So it was calming me down.
Hmm.
And then yeah, then there's another song called Hallelujah,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
And then there's another song in Korean. It's Ajik Noe Shigane Sara.
Hmm.
So these three songs, uh, I just just can't get enough of it. It's so good.
Even the song "Breathe," that is also very good.
Yeah, yes.
I mean, most of all the songs are very good, but these are some that left a mark. It's very soothing.
Yes. If you also see
You
the
know.
picturization, right? And the scene in the
Mm.
rain
Yeah, it's beautiful.
when he hugs her,
Mm.
when she was stranded. When not stranded, she was walking because she was all lost within herself.
Mm.
So yes, this was like something else.
Yeah,
And
even the cinematography, all the scenes and
yeah,
the zoom out
right,
scenes and the
right.
valleys and everything was so good. It was very good. Obviously, we don't have to even mention that all the acting was so good.
Yeah,
It doesn't have to be mentioned because it was good. But other than that, everything else was on spot.
yeah, was
I have no complaints. I mean,
yes,
I know you don't watch, you don't rewatch series usually,
yeah,
but yeah, I do plan to, revisit once again.
yeah,
So let's see when I'm in that, maybe in that state of mind, I will watch it again
yes. Probably I
because it
can
is
make an exception for this. Probably,
because it lets you reflect on yourself also what's going on,
yes, yes.
you know.
Yeah, because at that time I was in some kind of some different mental state, and now I'm in different mental state. So let me see how I perceive this series now with this current mental state.
Hmm.
So this
Yeah,
is
I think you will have a different uh, point point of view.
exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably I can see more details this time because first time when I watched it, I mean I watched a lot of scenes again on YouTube, the
Hmm.
ones that I
Hmm.
liked, all
Hmm.
those scenes. Probably
Hmm.
the scene that broke the internet when she was being calmed by Gungangte,
Hmm.
and yeah, the counting. So that
Hmm.
counting and then the kiss after that. That was like
Hmm.
it was said it breaking the internet. It was like that much anticipated, and it was acted with that much of passion, and everything was like nailed perfectly in that. So
Yeah.
that was one thing, and also then one funny aspect was that deer shouting, right? And yeah, in the key moments.
It just shows that Ko Young is not your regular female lead. She's not afraid to, uh,
Yeah,
I would say, just say what's in her mind.
true.
She was annoyed. She was really annoyed
Yeah,
at that. I what was it? Deer crying, and then she had to
yeah,
hold
like
it back in a way.
yes, exactly. They were leaning forward, and that's what happened.
Hmm.
So, and
Hmm.
then again, second time when um at the end also when also they were having a moment, and then again the deer shouted. Then at this time it was Kangte who shouted like, "Ah, this deer, this bloody deer!
Hmm.
Like has to break all the like it has to pop up in between all the important moments."
Yeah,
So
yeah. It's very funny how these moments are, comic moments are placed.
yes,
It's actually make it also made sense. It was not out of the place of these comic moments.
right. So yeah,
This this drama had these uh horror elements which was so scary,
yeah,
and then couple of scenes later it's funny.
yeah,
But it doesn't feel like what just happened. It's more like okay. It's
exactly.
it's nice. It's nice. It's nice.
Yes,
It blends in properly.
right. And let's not forget about the plot twist, the main plot twist.
You're talking about the villain, right?
Yes,
Yeah. Should we
I think it's about time.
talk on it?
Yeah, because if
Yeah. So this is a huge
the biggest
spoiler,
spoiler,
obviously.
yes,
Yeah, because it was not very easy to know who is the villain
right.
because it was, I think, revealed in 10 or something episode, very later in this
Yeah, very later
drama.
in the drama, yes.
So it was not very easy to uh, guess who was the villain, but it did make sense who it was, right?
Yeah, was
Her mother
common.
coming back and her mother being, okay, this is a spoiler, her mother being one of the caretaker in the
Yeah,
same
Park
hospital.
Hang-ja was
Yeah,
the name she took.
yeah.
Yeah,
She was also a caregiver in the same hospital
yes,
Mungante was working, and Mungante
yeah,
was also kind of working because he was drawing a mural
hmm.
for the hospital.
Yeah,
So yeah. That twist was very shocking.
Exactly.
One of the most shocking revelation.
And she was also the murderer of Moon Confidence Artist.
Yeah, because of it, she had to go through so much, and she was just right
Yeah,
next to her.
exactly.
She wanted to run away from Komo Young wanted to run away from her mother throughout her life, and at the end, she ended up coming back to the same place.
Yes.
Because the mother was so manipulative. She was so manipulative that you
Yeah,
didn't even know that. Okay, she had these kind of motivation,
exactly. That was more shocking.
and she would lay out uh, breadcrumbs
Yeah.
of horror elements of her real self, but
Yeah.
she wouldn't reveal herself what's going on. She would use other people from the hospital, other patients from the hospital for her agenda.
Yeah.
That is to bring, if I may, Ko Moon Young back to her, in how she wants Ko Moon Young to be, not how she is.
Exactly.
That is very selfish of her.
Yeah. And she was the person who actually made women the way she was. Probably she was the one who started everything. And well, on like because she was the one who screwed up Women's life and also Dante's life.
Hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, she deserved to be the villain.
Yeah, but even I think she also got a very nice ending.
Yeah.
It was justified, whatever, like she was. Everyone came to know her real face, right?
Yeah.
And she had to, because of her, all the things she did
Yes.
in her past and presently, she
Yeah.
got arrested, right?
Yeah, she got arrested, but once
Mhm.
she was trying to stab,
Yeah,
uh,
because
yeah, then who hit?
Mungante, right?
Yeah, and
And
Sangte,
then
I
Mung
think,
Sangte saves.
hit her with the
She
book.
takes. She kidnaps Mung Sangte,
Hmm.
and then she try to blackmail Mung Sangte and Ko Mung Yang
Hmm.
just to keep him away from her daughter.
Right.
And then when Ko Mung Yang comes across her, she
Hmm.
tries to kill him because she just wants to get done with it because she doesn't want any uh, interference between her and her daughter, right?
Yes.
But then it's Monsante who helps them, who saves him.
Yes. Because
Even though they do get little hurt, but the
I
bonds
think he
and how
hits her with the
they,
Bible, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think one of the books.
Yes.
Mm. And that's when Ko Moon Young arrives, and then it's
Yeah.
all settled, right? All
Hmm.
the truth
Yes.
is revealed
Yeah.
because the way she manipulates everyone,
Yeah.
not just one person, not just her daughter.
Yeah.
She, in the present time, she was manipulating everyone. The director of the hospital,
Yes.
the patient. She was using one of the patient as her messenger.
Yeah.
Then she was also using Mong Sangte
Hmm.
to, luring him into her goodness,
Yeah.
giving him the dinosaur
Yeah.
uh, soft toy and
Yeah.
such.
Google them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm. But yeah, her revelation, the way her real face was revealed,
Hmm. Hmm.
and then whatever end she got, it was totally justified. I mean, thankfully, it was not over the top that someone had to kill her.
Hmm. Yeah.
It was very justified. Ki,
Yes.
okay, you will be now under justice that you did this,
True that.
and that's why they could have their own satisfactory ending. They could realize what to do
Yes.
in the future, what they
Right.
want to do. And thankfully Namjiri also had a very nice ending.
Yeah.
So so that was also good, even though she kind of not dedicated, but even though she was mad for Mungangte,
Hmm.
but she and her mother supporting both the brothers was also very,
That is
uh,
true.
very
Yeah.
nice. Yeah, even the CEO.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, I guess that brings us to the end of the discussion of this drama.
Yeah. Sorry.
And I really did have fun revisiting this drama again. I mean, even though we had
Absolutely.
discussed before that this is what we're gonna talk, but after talking it out this way, it feels like okay, yeah, it's you get to appreciate the drama even more, you know.
That is true. Yeah. It's a work of art. That's it.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
for me, if I have to wrap this thing up and like what was, I would say like it's a realistic kind of drama, like because these things happen in life, and
Hmm.
also it just wraps up everything so well, and it also gives us a hope that no darkness is too dark to be avoided, like to be cleared by light. And also, it's
Hmm.
like,
It's okay to not be okay.
yes, exactly. It's okay to not be okay. This is the thing.
Yeah.
That's the
There's always light in the end of the tunnel.
absolute.
These things might sound cliche, but if you do try and if you do have the will, I think one might uh, see the hope.
Yeah. And in the darkest of the places. Like that.
That's exactly. Okay, then I think this brings us to the end of this episode.
So,
And
yeah, like the same Korean again. 오늘은 여기까지.
see you next time. Annyeong.
안녕.